Wentz now on first down. Right side is Jeffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And running, Jay Ajayi's going to go. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, 67 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Sunday.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And the tackle there by Chris Long.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Green 80.
On play action, now Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Bortles to throw once more. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Philadelphia coming back onto the field. We've kind of documented their injury issues when we were talking about Carson Wentz earlier. You mentioned Alshon Jeffrey been out, Jay Ajayi, issues at running back. But some other guys, they've really stepped up, have they not, CD?
They certainly have. And you remember Corey Clement, one of the heroes in their Super Bowl win with a touchdown catch in that game. He had 56 yards rushing, as did Wendell Smallwood. And Dallas Goedert, the rookie tight end out of South Dakota State, best game of his young career. 7 catches, 73 yards, and his first NFL touchdown. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Goes underneath for Sproles. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They go play action here on first down. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Matthews, the intended target. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, here's Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, here's Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Wentz now on 1st down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. The 20. And he hits his man, Matthews. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, Wentz. A dump off to Sproles. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. On play action, Wentz drops it off to Ajayi. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And Elliott puts this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Give him 30 yards there. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Here's Bortles to throw. And it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
380.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. Just keeping the play alive. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area.
Lucy.
So no grounding call.
So left. So right.
Now a play fake. Bortles. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Bortles to call for the Jacksonville first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone or...
Better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On play action, it's Bortles. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Go. There we go.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Marcel Darius able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Aguilar has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Throwing on first is Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go. Great.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Ertz has it left side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Doug Pederson's guys come up empty here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 34.
Spread left. Green 80. Green inside.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Lucy. Green 80. Green inside.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Sunday.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The pitch to Fournette. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.